Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha
Kunja Bihari.
Gopi Jana Vallabha Giri Varadhari. Gopi Jana Vallabha Giri Varadhari.
Gopi Jana Vallabha Giri Varadhari.
Jashodanandana Braja Janarandana. Jashodanandana Braja Janarandana. Jashodanandana Braja Janaranjana.
Jashodanandana
Jamuna Tira Vanachari.
Jamuna Tira Vanachari.
Jamuna Tira Vanachari.
Jamuna Tira Vanachari.
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari.
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol,
Hari Bol,
Hari Bol, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada.
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Samavata Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai, Gaur Premanande. Okay, should I sit down like this corner? Will be better. So first of all, I like to thank to Lila Krishna Prabhu for engaging me to serve and discuss how we can advance in spiritual path while facing so many challenges. Of course, he's talking about my life too, and it's not just about you. So I was thinking this morning, I'm sure you all are familiar with Parikshit Maharaj's meeting with Kali Yeah? You know how they introduce each other? Anyone? No? So Parikshit Maharaj saw a royal dress king who represent dharma doing adharmic, hurting mother cow. So that disturbed him so much. He said, "Who are you?" He said, "I am king." He said, "How can you be the king since I am the king?" Then he said, "No, you are king of the land, I am king of the time." How? First time in his life, he met a king of the time. Who is king of the time? Do you know? No? Huh? Kali. Yeah, king of the time. He's Kali. King of the land may be Americans, you can say right now where we are. So Parikshit Maharaj had a nice conversation, in a sense that it could be worse. But out of compassion, he kept Kali alive. So I have a question to all of you. You can come in the front. There's a lot of space. It's okay. So, if you would meet a person like Kali who is going to hurt everybody, would you not kill him and solve the problem? Why king? How many of you believe King Parikshit Maharaj is a pure devotee? Can you raise your hand? You don't?
I do.
You believe?
No, I don't know much about him.
Oh, okay, you don't know. Then thank you. No, he is a pure devotee, not only pure devotee, Mahabhagavat. But then question comes, when he met face to face Kali, who is going to hurt everybody in Kaliyuga, when you get tired, you want to lie down, yes? Where is this idea coming from? Kali. When you cannot reach someone, you're trying with your iPhone and he's not getting and not answering, or whatever reason, you're not communicating, you're frustrated. Where is this idea coming from? Kali. So if you analyze Kali's influence in our life, why Parikshit Maharaj did not kill Kali? Would you like to guess? Why not? You going to get you guessing? Huh?
Kill him and kill Kali, because time without Kali we cannot, because everything depends on.
You like Kaliyuga?
I think depends, because you said ki, everything depends on somewhere, and Kali is a.
No, without Kali also there is a time. Time is eternal. Time has nothing to do with Kali in one sense. But Kali took that period, this time to this time. Just like when you have a child for 9 to 10 months in the womb. So that time the child has no capacity. Right? If mother eats heavy tamarind chutney whole day, the child probably will feel like, can I again? 7 to 9 months is very painful. We are reading Kapil Dev's explanation. So then question comes that 7 to 9 months, everything mother eats, if it is not a good, like too much salty or too much sour or too much spice or chili, the child get affected. Child is very sensitive to the sound. After 7 months till out of the womb is very crucial time. Do you remember you prayed to Krishna? You do?
So, yeah, it's very hard. No,
not in a
Do you
womb, I
remember?
will not.
You don't remember?
I believe the way Shastra says that in womb we do remember that the moment I'm out of the womb, I forget everything. Correct.
Yeah. Slowly you forget everything. But you pray. Bhaktivinoda Thakur, in case if you are interested, it's in 3rd canto, 31 chapter. You can read the whole, how you are out in this world. And it doesn't say where you're coming from, before the womb. But the first verse starts with Karmana Daiva Netrena. Daiva Netra. You know Daiva Netra? It's a machine called demigod. But they are real person. Right now you have 11 demigods in this body right now. They are connected. Right now I am speaking. Am I speaking?
Yeah.
It looks like. I'm not this body, so who is speaking? Demigod speaking. No. Demigod helping us. I am initiating cause. Everybody say, I am. Or you can say, I the soul initiating cause. Krishna, Supreme Lord, is sanctioning cause. Maya is the instrumental cause. Then you have two other cause, efficient cause and ingredient cause. Those are secondary, not that important at this point. But these three causes, you should always remember. And if you have iPhone, there, database is there. You look at this 18.14. Krishna says, Adhisthana tatha karta karanam cha pithaka vidam vividascha pithaka chesta daivam iti panchamam. If you don't consider these 5, you are not intelligent. I'm not saying it. Krishna said that. So, the 18 chapter 14 verse is explaining this. Then 2 verses later, 16, Krishna says, anybody don't consider these 5 cause, he is not intelligent. In other words, to do bhakti, we need to be intelligent. You cannot do bhakti without intelligence. Not possible. It's difficult to continue, go on bhakti. Okay, so let's go back to our... So I'm asking you a question, why Parikshit Maharaj was not killing the Kali? That would solve. Yes, mother.
I think, from what I remember, he was going to kill him, but then Kali begged for mercy. He will not kill him. And Parikshit Maharaj, being merciful, he said, he let him go. And then Kali begged for some
Places to live.
5 places to live, yeah. So, being a king, right? So
Oh, we have to wait
Okay.
till her finish.
Okay.
You're done.
So that's why he did not kill Kali.
So if you know a criminal and he's saying, I'm sorry, I did a mistake, but you know that was his nature. He's not going to change. It's not a reformation. Kali is not reforming. Kali is Kali. He's made of criminal mentality. You're not going to make Kali as a Bhagavad Bhakta or something. That is not possible. Kali is made of Kali. Till end of Kali Yuga, he will act. It will become worse and worse. My question is, if you have access to kill him, will you kill him or not kill him? Yes.
I think it's Krishna designed in such a way, right? Like he has
Are you trying to escape from the answer? No, you are right. Everything is organized, orchestrated by Krishna,
Yeah.
but we cannot see it that way. We have to see why everybody is potential devotee. So let me ask you, did Prabhupada come to America to preach or Krishna brought him here?
So he
One second, let him answer. Yes, sir.
He's like he did one step to preaching Krishna to come America, and then Krishna arrange all the whatever the hurdles come on his way, then he came to
So both.
yeah.
Okay, that's good vision. Because if you look at the poem Prabhupada writes, Vedanai, Gyanai, Bhakti Nai, Name Boro Dharo, Bhakti Vedanta Nam, Eve Sarthak Karo. When you read those things, that I don't have devotion, I don't have a knowledge, but you have brought me here. And you think like, why he's arguing with Mrs. Desai and this other Indian gentleman? He said, even Srimati Desai said, are you going to go there to die? Old man to die? Prabhupada was like struggling. He said, I could not get, even for a visa, Mr. Agarwal could not give, like so much struggle. So was he trying to come? Yes, he was trying to come. But then in the song he writes, you have brought me here, you have a purpose. I don't know why you brought me here. I don't have capacity, I don't have knowledge, I don't have bhakti, but I have strong faith in holy name. Please engage me since you have brought me here. So this is good vision, that Krishna is behind the whole thing happening in my life. We all should always think like this. But you have to endeavor every day to see that you are progressing. If you think like Krishna karega sab kuch, hum jo hoga hoga theek hai. No, this is not bhakti. This is not. You really have to endeavor hard. At the same time, you depend on Krishna. It's a very fine line. You know, if you really think, this Panchapandav suffered or not? You know, that question Yudhishthira Maharaj asked to Bhishma Dev. And it's very funny. Bhishma Dev says, what is your actual question? He said, what is the cause of our suffering? Is it karma? Bhishma Dev said, absolutely not. Devotee don't do karma. You all Pandavas, you don't do karma. Is it dharma? We did some bad, dharma that we are getting reaction. No, you are dharma putra. How can you do bad dharma? There's no such thing. Or maybe the time. Time causes somebody poor, somebody rich. No, time has no influence to pure devotee like you. Then what causes us Pandava suffered? He said, he knows. And Krishna is standing right next to Yudhishthira Maharaj and facing to Bhishma Dev. And then he said, well, Krishna is right here, let's ask him. And Bhishma Dev says, don't ask him. Just imagine, Krishna is facing and hearing the both dialogue. He said, don't ask him. Don't ask him. You said he is behind the whole show. He knows he is the doer in one sense. But you said, don't ask him. He said, no, don't ask him. Because didn't you see, when he came here, as soon as he arrived here, he says, grandfather. Because Bhishma Dev is grandfather to all of them. And Krishna is just one of the, it's called Lokik Sat Bandhu Bhat. I don't know if you understand that word. Just say it. Lokik Sat Bandhu Bhat. Krishna wants to be your family member. He is eternally Supreme God. Whether he forgets, Jogamaya covered him, but omniscience is still there. When he was climbing down from the bed as a 1-year-old, got stuck on his stomach and he didn't know how to climb down. So one Acharya says, isn't the whole planet was lifted up by Barahadev from the Garbhodak ocean like a little ball? It was nothing. And that origin of that Barahadev does not know how to climb down from the 1 feet high from the bed. How do you explain that? How do you explain? Because God is majestic, He is also very sweet. When we hear the sweet aspect of, God, then it evokes submission. Can you remember that? When we hear greatness of God, how God is so great, then it evokes submission. When we hear sweet pastimes, Damodar Lila, many sweet pastimes, then it evokes affection. Do you need submission or affection? Oh, I'm asking Mataji. Do you need affection or submission?
Affection. Affection of
Everybody agrees with her? He doesn't agree. Okay, what is your...
Submission.
He said, we need submission, you said we need affection. Maybe neutral someone?
From whom?
Submission to get the affection.
When you hear the greatness of God, then it evokes submission. You know, God is great, He's witnessing everything, He's in your heart, He's checking how much you deserve, how much you did. So you're going to like, my God, I better be under His protection. You know, out of fear you submit yourself and you want to stay there. Just like Bali Maharaj. He lost everything. Didn't Prahlad Maharaj told him that? Oh yeah, he did. When he was a grandchild, little Bali Maharaj, Prahlad says, why you are so fascinated about engaging the Brahmanas and doing all this big jagna? Why not you just surrender to Vishnu? And Bali Maharaj says, grandfather, you are always glorifying our enemy. Can't we have a life without God? That's Bali Maharaj as a boy. Prahlad Maharaj as a grandfather says, there will be a day, you lose everything, then you will know who Krishna is. Some or other, even though he's a demoniac race, you can say, in his mind, he knows that my grandfather knows much higher than I think. So when Bali Maharaj lost everything, you'll see in the painting, he put his head down. I told Pushkar Prabhu, who did this painting? He said, Parikshit Prabhu, he's still alive. He put his head down. And Prabhupada explained him how. Why he was head down when his grandfather was coming, Prahlad Maharaj was coming? Because now he lost everything. His grandfather told him before. So when you hear all this pastime, majestic aspect of God, it evokes submission. Yeah, I better surrender, I just remain silent. But then other side of the coin is that when you hear beautiful pastime, you say, I like that lovely Krishna, he cares for us. So my question was, do we need affection or submission? So she said affection, he said submission, and that Mataji going to give a solution. Go ahead, Mataji.
I think we need both. Affection first, then submission.
Give her a plot. She's right.
Submission first, affection later.
Hey, give her a plot too. Very good. You have to have a submission first. If you have a submission without affection, you will be contaminated with impersonalism. We can be very strict, very nice, but inside kuch nahi hua, transformation, heart has to soften. But if you are only attracted to the affection by evoking sweetness, only Sundar Lila, Braja Lila bolte raho, then you feel like very nice attraction. But inside, you have a easy, cheap way to buy things. You get cheap stuff. You don't get a good stuff with a cheap price. So when you're looking for this, then you are contaminated with Sahajiyasm. You know why Sahajiya doesn't become pure devotee easily? Because they think, I just want to hear pastime. I don't want to follow too much thinking. Please remember. Can you just repeat after me? Say, in our daily practice, 5% is external. 95% is internal. In Bhakti life, it is like this. We don't say it, but it's a fact. When you see Mahatma, Mahajans, Prabhupada's life and everything, it's all, what is going on outside is not so important. 5% only. 95% inside. What they internalize. And so important. So important. We have a time short, but still, question is, so Parikshit Maharaj's case, he did not kill him. There is a famous verse in 1st Canto, 7th chapter. Na anodesti Kalim Shamrat. Kalim Shamrat. He was the king of the land, Parikshit Maharaj, and Kali was king of time. So he said, no anodesti. Anodesti means hate. No anodesti. He did not hate Kali. Why? Saranga eva sarabhuk. Saranga means essence, sar. Sarabhuk, who is the essence taker? Do you know who is the essence taker? Bumblebees. Bumblebees. So bumblebees has a nickname called Saranga. I don't know if you ever talked to the bumblebees. Radharani did talk in 10th canto 47th chapter is all about Brahmar Git. Radharani speaking to bumblebee. It's very sweet. Uddhava was shocked. You heard about Uddhava, no? Who is Uddhava? He is endowed with 18 knowledge, 18 types of knowledge. All the knowledge of the entire creation is divided into 18. The whole 18th chapter, he was master. He was a first-class disciple of Brihaspati. So he knew very well. But when Uddhava came to hear Radharani's talk with the bumblebees, he was so overwhelmed. He, like when you look at something high and you have a big crown, and when you look at how high it goes, you know what happened to your crown? Falls. Very good. He had this pride of that I know everything about God. I know Krishna is God. I know everything. But the whole knowledge got crashed by Radharani speaking. That's why he eternally feels like this. Bande Nanda Brajastinam Padarenu Vi Abhikshnasha Jasam Hari Katod Gitam Punati Bhuvanatrayam. He's praying to Nanda Maharaj at Brajastinam, the coward girls of Nanda Maharaj's village. He's praying. Why he's praying? Because this kind of understanding you will never hear. Even you read Bhagavad Gita, you'll never hear. So it says, how many places Krishna says that I am in the heart of everyone? Many places. Sarvasya chaham ridhi sannivishta. 15:15. Ridhi sannivishta. I'm in the heart of every soul. Ishvara sarva bhutanam. 1861. Riddesha. Same thing. Riddesha. So many places Krishna says I'm in the heart. Radharani is talking to bumblebees. My beloved, Krishna is not in the heart of anyone. Not in my heart. It's a wrong philosophy. Uddhava is thinking, what? Krishna says he is in the heart. But he doesn't know. First time meeting in his life. Radharani says, I know Krishna. He loves me so much. I'm going through such extreme pain not seeing him. He could not be in my heart. If he was in my heart, he would burst out. Therefore, he is not in the heart of anybody. Would you deny? Anybody would deny Radharani's explanation? What do you think? Would you deny? She has a legitimate, she could be the best lawyer in the whole creation. She said, Krishna is not in the heart because he loves me so much. He cannot tolerate even a moment seeing me that I'm crying for him. I want to see him. He left Vrindavan. He went to Mathura. But it is not possible he's in the heart. Therefore, Krishna is not in the heart. Now, whether you believe Krishna's word or Radharani's word, don't ask me. You make the decision. So it's interesting. I'm sorry, I'm going here, they are jumping around. So that verse says, Saranga iva sarabhu, Kushalani ashu siddhanti. Anything you do in this Kaliyuga, anything kushal means for a good thing, good for you, good for others. Kushal means like this. Kushalani ashu means very quick. Siddhanti, you will get the result. Kritani itarani kritani jat, and which is not good, it will take long time to get the result. So in this Kaliyuga, anything you do auspicious, it will produce so quick the result. Therefore, the Kali should not be killed. Why? We are requesting, he said, I'm requesting all the devotees to become bumblebee. Bumblebees never ask, who owned this land? Who planted this garden? Who sowed the seed of this flower? Who put the fence around? Who watered the plant? You think bumblebee asks this question? What does he do? Flies, suck the honey, get out. Devotees should become like this. So how Kali is serving here? Kali is creating all these questions. Who is planting this nice flower? Who owns the land? Who sow the seed? Who water it? Who put the fan? Nothing. Don't waste time. This is my request also. Don't waste time. Whether you are family man or single or whatever stage you are, just focus on bhakti. Believe me, more you adjust, you'll never get a complete satisfaction. There's one unique devotee in Brahmanda Puran says he was so rigid in his practice. He would chant 3 times Gayatri mantra. One day, one person knocked the door. He said, noontime is out. You did not chant your Gayatri. Oh, thank you for saving my life. Who are you? He said, I'm an agent of Kali. Agent of Kali? Why you are interested to help me? He said, because if you fail and you regret, you repent, then you will speed your process so fast. We don't want you to go that fast. We want you to just think like I'm doing good. I'm okay. But if you feel like I need to pray, then you go too fast. You go out of our control. We don't want you to go out of control. What is your name? Duplicious. Did you ever hear Duplicious? She never heard it. That's nice. These are Kali agent. They create your mind busy with the problem, this, that. You go on the Facebook, you go on here, there. There's like so many things going on. You don't have time to chat. You'll spend like half an hour, 1 hour just news and this, that. You'll never come to this. So the ultimate point is that if you are fully aware, then I would ask you to do 3 things. First, you ask the question to yourself, why I am doing this, what I am doing. If you cannot answer, then it will take long time to really advance. How many of you would like to come back again this world, next life?
I thought you were talking about
No? Are you serious? Not even one? Nobody wants to come back.
No,
Really?
I think we want to come back because we are not so much devotee right now. So in the next birth, hopefully.
What is you are missing that you want to come back for?
I want to do I want to give my entire life to Krishna devotion in the next.
It's not going to happen like that. It's a cultivation. Cultivation. You cultivate whatever situation. Krishna doesn't want $1 million or your full time. Whatever time you have, if you can give that, that's all it matters, ultimately. It does not, Krishna does not see so much what you are committed to or what mistake you committed. Krishna sees where your heart is committed. And if you can just focus on that, that's all it matters. You don't want to come back next life. We agree with them. This is very true. Because Srila Prabhupada also mentioned few times. 4th Canto 4.2.7, I believe, in the purport Prabhupada writes that Bhakti Siddhanta, Srila Prabhupada says, my Guru Maharaj said that each of his disciple can go back home in one life. And we should do that. Because what you see now, when you come back, you may not. Maybe I should tell you the truth. When you live, say you are not ready to go back home, if you did like a little bit entrance in bhakti but you don't want to progress fast, when you die, you don't come back to this world. Because this holy name is so powerful. Can you remember 11.5.36? Lord Krishna told to Uddhava, Kali Sabha Jayanti Arja Gunagya Sarabhagina. Is Kali Yuga worshipable or Kali Yuga is a painful? What do you think? That verse says Jayanti Arja. Arja means Aryan. Those who are highly cultured, highly intelligent person, They worship Kaliyuga. Why? Jatra sankirtana naiva sarva sarthada vilabbate. You will get anything you want just by holy name. This is also holy name. Holy name is not just harmonium and mridanga karta. Holy name means hearing and chanting Krishna Katha. Please repeat after me. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur says. Something you have to remember. That's why I made you repeat. Worshipping Krishna, without Radharani is incomplete, imperfect. Chanting Hare Krishna without hearing about the glory of Krishna is also imperfect and incomplete. If you can remember, this is very important. We need to hear. You know, Prabhupada, when he started Holy Name, also book distribution, side by side. It has to go side by side in your life. You have to hear and chant, hear and chant, hear and chant. Not just on the Japamala. Some people think just chanting Hare Krishna will be enough. I said no. Because to awaken love, Bhagavatam has to be there with you. Holy Name will accommodate, will carry you, but Bhagavatam will awaken love with the feeling. It's very important, very important. So anyway, because of the time frame, I would suggest focusing on a few verses you can think of. That Naonadesti Kalim Samrat Sarangai Vasarabhuk. Why Parikshit Maharaj did not kill Kali? Can you tell me, Prabhu? What did you understand? Why didn't he kill him?
This yoga is the best yoga to go back home, because even smaller efforts give you bigger results.
Yes. So Kali will produce the problem. If Kali doesn't produce problem, you will never be interested in Krishna consciousness. So for your ultimate benefit, Kali is creating all this problem is good sign. Oh, then what should I do? I am always in a trouble. Be like a bumblebee. Don't inquire whose land is this, who put the fence, who plowed the field, who sowed the seed, who is watering this. We don't need to know all these things, what's going on in the world. Be a sucker of the honey and get out. You follow? You have a family, maintain the family. Whenever you have time, chant or hear. That's all. This is how bumblebee works. Is that clear, everybody?
Yeah.
Can you tell me, mother, what is you take away from this?
Even though Kali is bad, like there are many bad things, this is the best age for fallen people like me to take maximum benefit of Kali and speed our journey.
Yes. So Kali is helping you. Creating problem will push us to take shelter of Krishna. Otherwise, we will be lazy. If you have a good time, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur scared me. Other day I was reading, he said, even Mahabhagavat, you wonder like why Prabhupada has a headache? Why Prabhupada goes through some suffering? Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur writes that very advanced devotee, they have no three modes effect. So they don't know what is suffering, they forget almost. So Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur writes that Krishna purposely gives some pain, some trouble to pure devotee. So they think, forget it, I want to go back home. Just for that, that Krishna creates some trouble for advanced devotee. It's interesting. It is his compassion. Otherwise, lot of devotee, believe me, right now, lot of devotee in ISKCON, they will have no suffering. But then they will kind of be negligent to spiritual practice. You could not come in Satya Yuga and get love of Godhead. I hope you all know that. Satya Yuga, no deceiver, no liar, no problem. You can live without hunger even. Literally. Yeah, as long as you have the bones, like Hiranyakashipu, he didn't have a stomach or skin or anything, only had a bone. So I was researching that. How is that? He survived on the bones? Yes, in Satya Yuga, I mean, what chances are that you will have a bone and you will not feel hungry in Kaliyuga? Oh no, you will feel hungry. When you are hungry, you will say, tell her, can we stop somewhere, please? I'm hungry, I need, some food. You'll be like really nagging or whatever the word is. But in Satyajuga, you don't have to be nagging. You can live without even eating for years. That kind of, because they did a lot of austerity, sit down, austerity, no hunger. Sounds like good plan. No, don't look for that. Look for where you can get. So the fear is, this is Jayapataka Maharaj. One time I had a talk and it was very interestingly, he said something, interesting story. He said, when average devotee, they leave this world, if they don't have a desire to go back to spiritual world, then they will go to heaven. Minimum lifespan in heaven? 10,000 years. How long this Krishna consciousness movement will last? What period we are in? No. We are not in Kali Yuga actually. We are in Sandha. You know Sandha? Before it gets dark. Sandha is a Sanskrit Hindi word also. Why Sandha? Why? Means it is not night, it is not day. It's called junction. Right now is a junction. It's not Kali Yuga yet. Do you sell your child for somebody to eat? Did you? No. So you're not in Kali Yuga yet. In Kali Yuga, you'll sell your children for your neighbor. You'll feel guilty to eat them. I mean, the baby is hearing. But they will do it. Prabhupada told this too when they were like, Prabhupada, is it like possible like this will be seen? He said, don't desire to see these things. Get out. 10,000 years from now, literally everybody will sell their children to others out of courtesy. They don't want to eat their own children. And children will be born like this, like 10, 12, at a time. Ladies will give birth. Because population, the fruits, vegetable will go down, down, down. More of a meat. People will start eating not only cows, they will eat the children. But some may be courtesy there, you don't want to eat your own child, so you sell to your neighbor and you buy the neighbor children. Maybe you can compliment. Or your daughter's flesh was tasty or something, I don't know. It's horrible to think, isn't it? So, minimum lifespan is 10,000 years. So when you come back, what will happen? Can somebody guess it? Huh? You will be in Kali Yuga. There won't be ISKCON. Prabhupada said this. I'm not saying. Prabhupada says ISKCON will not be there after 10,000 years. Done. This is only in Sandha. It's a junction.
But right now we are seeing the increasing of the Krishna consciousness, right?
Yeah, for 10,000 years it will. Those pious souls will come from all over the universe, not only from here. All over the universe, just to take advantage of this. Problem is, Kali influences us not to get so serious. Be serious. Be very serious. By any means. Wherever you get good association, take it. In beginning, creation, there was no Gyan and Yoga and all this. Only first birth, first birth? How did you come to this world? Material world. First birth. Human. Another place says Brahma. Both are there. Ninth canto it says human birth. If any one of you ever want a reference, you can ask him, you can ask me that, I'll just send it, you can post it in your group. That first birth is human because karma began with the human. There was no animal, there was no hell and heaven. We created this. Because we are not limited, we are not happy with the limited resources. In your Bhagavad Gita 3.10, you read the purport, in the beginning it says, 3.11 also, Jagyartat karmana annatra, lokayam karma bandhana, tad artham karma konteya mukta sangha samacharit. In the beginning when you came to this world, Krishna gave you a human birth, and at that time he says, Now, you misuse your free will. Is that clear, everybody? Without misusing free will, you would never come to material world. It is not that Krishna punishing you. You choose to come. Please, do not ever blame Krishna. At least I will cry, I will feel bad that I am not, even in this temple I hammer sometime. That we can never blame Krishna for our deplorable situation. We misuse our free will. 3 years back, on Lord Balaram's appearance day, I used to live nearby in a house, and there is a country road here, 239 and 236, four-way stop sign. I know how to read STOP. I know the meaning that stop means stop. But 3:45 a.m. nobody's around, so I slow down and I go. Was I aware?
Yeah.
How do you know?
No, you said you were able to.
Yeah, I was aware. I was aware, but I was testing. But then I saw nobody was there. So good logic I put it. So I took it. After 2 minutes I see red and blue flashlight. And that guy, I did a mistake also. I was arguing with him. I said, there's a holy festival. I need to go there and I have to make the announcement. I have to prepare, make sure everything is okay. After Mangalarti, I make the announcement. So I have to be there. And this police officer purposely nagging me, asking me all the question. Do you know how to read stop? I said, yeah. Do you know what stop means? I said, maybe you can tell me. I was like so irritated. I was like, and he would not. It's a big mistake. Don't ever argue with the police officer. And I missed the Mangalarti. So then, still, I think what satisfied me was Prabhupada's lecture. He says, misuse of free will is built in free will. I could not find the answer. Why did I not stop? When I saw the stop sign, whether other cars are there or not, no cars are there, but why did I not stop? I asked this question 100 times to myself. Why did I not stop? I saw the stop sign. I saw that everywhere, the four-way, there is a stop sign. Why did I not stop? Because misuse of free will is built in free will. So we have to accept that we misuse our free will to come to the here. We were attracted by the allure activities. What is that? Let's find out. That's all we did. And you are in the material world. You have Bhagavad Gita, the last paragraph, before Prabhupada finished the Bhagavad Gita. Anybody read last paragraph of 78 verse, 1878? Talks about this. You come from a marginal position. You can read it. And those who looked at material means, marginal, the word marginal. What is marginal? You have a connection with both. You have a connection with both. You are never by your own right. Marginal, the word marginal means you are connected to both, you have access to both. You make the decision and you choose to come here. So first offense to who?
Krishna.
Krishna. Very good. Our first offense, not the Vaishnavas, to Krishna, not to serve. Two things, next time I meet you, please remind me. Two things you have to have a forefront every day in your life. Say it. Because even if you get out of Maya, after Maya, material world, what world is there? Not spiritual world. What is it? Marginal, border. You know who lives in the border? Shiva Loka, Mahesh Dham is there, Devi Dham is there, Biraja, Siddha Loka, these are there. You have to cross that, then Vaikuntha begin. So even if you get out of Maya, that does not mean you will be in the spiritual world. Be very careful. So two things you have to have it to cross it. Fully dependent on Guru Anugatya. If they ask you, what is your name, Prabhu? Dori. So say you got out of Devidham, material world, and you are at the door of border, Mahesh Dham. Who are you? Soul. You'll stay there. Who are you? Just say it. Answer it. Who are you?
My own identity.
Prabhu, don't go philosophy. I'm asking you, I'm a police officer. Who are you? Now he's scared.
Yeah. So you already said no to soul.
No,
So that
he
was-
said he's a soul. He said he's a soul. There's nothing wrong. He will not come to material world. I said you will stay there. You're not going anywhere.
So
Who are you?
Rajiv Shah.
Rajiv Shah. You stay there. Who are you?
Pavitra Lalita Devi Das.
Pavitra Lolita Devi Dasi. Okay, you stay there in the border for a while. Who are you? Vani. Okay, you stay there.
I think I'm,
Where do you want to go?
no, I think I have another answer.
Huh?
Golok.
Golok. But you answered, you did not match the door of Golok.
Servant.
Oh, now you're thinking. Now you're thinking. You have to put it in the forefront. I'm serious. Believe me. Lord Shiva is nice, but he's not in our heart. The Mayavadis, we also accept that Jatra Jiva Tatra Shiva. That is correct. That is for the subtle body. Because ultimately, you give up the false ego. The last covering of the material world is called Mahakala Puram. There, Devidham means the highest form of worship is Devi. I thought it's Krishna. It is Krishna, but in a female form. Who is that? No. Mohini Murti. Mohini Murti is Krishna. So Shiva Parvati worship Mohini Murti. Mohini Murti doesn't have an abode in spiritual world. She is here. After you go there, then they will ask you, who are you? So do not say, I am, okay, you want to say, let him say it. Okay, who are you?
Das. And Krishna's Das.
Krishna's Das. You are at the border of Vaikuntha. You are very close to Vaikuntha, but not inside Vaikuntha. Who are you? Let me ask somebody there. Mother, she's trying to hide. Who are you? You are at the Vaikuntha, but you are not yet Golok. Yes, somebody raised hand.
Servant. Krishna's servant.
Yeah.
Okay. Who are you, Prabhu?
Krishna's servant.
No, be more specific. You will not go to Golok Vrindavan if you are not specific. I tell you, even Brahmaji got stuck. Who are you? He said, I'm Brahma. He said, okay, you are not yet to enter. You stay there. Brahmaji is thinking, I'm Brahma? They are not allowing me to come in. How is it possible? Because Brahma has no position inside Vaikuntha. Be practical. Brahma has no position. There is no position waiting for you. So why they want to allow you? After a little while he said, oh, the Tribikram, Bhaman Dev, when he came, I worship him, I am his servant. I took the sprinkled water, I am a servant of Tribikram. He said, okay, you can come inside Vaikuntha. You have to be very specific and you meditate this every day. Not at that moment, because when death comes, we don't know. Okay, she has another answer. Go ahead.
Who are you? Then I am Pavitra Lalita Devi Das, disciple of my Guru Maharaj, His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami.
Who is a disciple of A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada? Say it loudly again.
I am Pavitra Lalita Devi Das, disciple of His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj, who is a disciple of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, who is a disciple of
Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur. And then you can say all the way to Krishna.
whatever I can remember.
Very good. No, this is enough. Believe me, they will open the door widely and they will celebrate to welcome you. Give her a very good. Very nice. This is very real. I'm not just trying to give you little like some notes, everybody's name. But when you connect with your Guru and Param Guru, because Prabhupada has a special position. Prabhupada has a special position. One day he was coming down on the stairs in Los Angeles and devotee says, Prabhupada, you look so bright, so beautiful, effulgence, something very mystical. Prabhupada said, I had a long talk with Krishna. You talk with Krishna, Lord. Say, yes. The Lord says, now you have done good preaching, now go back to Vrindavan. That time there was no temple in Vrindavan. This is 74, 75 Krishna Balaram temple came. He said, but there is nothing over there, I don't have much job. He said, no, there will be temple, you go back. But my Lord, I'm carrying on order of your dearest devotee, Bhakti Siddhanta Sutta. Look at Prabhupada's logic. So therefore he told me to preach to the English audience and keep on carrying his order. Then Krishna, what did he do? He said, all right, but soon there will be temple also Vrindavan, so keep going and back. This kind of relationship when you know, then mention his name also. That I am a grand disciple of A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. You will see a big festival to welcome you. It's important. Don't put your name as an identity. We are always dependent on others. Three things soul has, no? You cannot separate those three things. That's what you are made of. Your inherent nature is love. You want to feel loved, you want to offer love. Whether you like or you don't like doesn't matter. You will always, this is what you're made of. You know, fire burns. Fire produces heat and light. You say, why fire has a light? Don't ask that question. That's what fire made of. Why fire burns? That's what its function is. So soul is made, how it's gotten. Gotten means how it's structured. Three things. Your sabhav, your position and your function. You can never destroy this. Whether you accept or not doesn't matter. You believe or not doesn't matter. It's still there. Because that's what original structure of soul is. Every Shakti God has made of different things. So Jiva, the soul, is made in such a way these three things are predominating. Your nature, your function and your position. You can never destroy. So more you focus, that's who I am. And if you can answer three questions, can you write it down in your mental body? Write this question. Who we are, ask that question to yourself. If possible, every day you ask. Maybe you will get a different answer, you'll be surprised. Who we are, first question. Second, whose we are? Whose? Whose we are? Who made us? Who made me? If you don't ask, then you will never find the purpose. Like Prabhupada gave that perfect question, perfect answer, that answer of a little nuts, little screw. If you find on the, you know how dummy I am, stupid I am. One day I took one screw, actually found. I took some brahmachari with me, because I run the brahmachari ashram here. I took them to a pawn shop. They said, we want to sell this. The guy looks at it. It's like a junk. I said, yeah, it's a screw. How much you will pay? We don't buy these. I said, well, we're trying to get some money. We went 7 shops, different shop, restaurant here, there, just for fun. Just for fun. Prabhupada said it, nobody will buy this. It has no value. But what is made for, that engine had this screw, if you put it there, it has a value. You will be surprised when you realize in connection to Krishna, your value is unlimited. That's why Mahaprabhu says, Anandam ambudi vardhanam pratipadam purna amrita shadanam. You will see, my God, my life has a meaning. I live for a good purpose. I love my life. Self-centeredness and self-preservation is the first thing to love self. If you do not love you, means the soul, not the body. If you love yourself, then you will know to love super soul. Then you will love. You have a 4.10. It's a proper translation, is very unique. Bhakti begins with Adav Shraddha, faith. Without faith, you cannot do bhakti, period. Doesn't matter who you are. Faith is the foundation. So it says Adav Shraddha Tata Sadhu Sangha. But Prabhupada put the Shraddha, he says, a preliminary desire to become self-realized. You have to look for your own interest. If you cannot look for your own interest, you cannot look for Krishna's interest. It's very important. It's very important. So this is very nice. And then, of course, challenges, I just want to just synchronize in a 7 concept. I'm not going to give explanation because it takes an hour.
Sorry, Prabhu. 3 questions. Who we are, whose we are, and third.
Where we are.
Where we are.
Thank you for catching me. Who we are, whose we are, where we are.
Where.
Yes. Yeah. Where are you right now?
Material world.
If you close your eye, where are you?
In
So
material-
Alachua is still there, no? You close your eye. You can be in Atlanta and close your eye, you can be still in Alachua. So it is the consciousness carries you where you are. It is not the physical location we are talking. You are not this body. So when I say where we are, means by consciousness where you are. It's very important. You ask these 3 questions, write the answer every day. And after a few months, hopefully if I meet you, you can answer me. Like, okay, I wrote this whole diary. Who we are, whose we are, where we are.
So, Prabhuji, we can stop here.
Yeah, very good.
So, let me pause here.